Well guys, we finally have some concrete evidence, it seems like, because yesterday I was talking about how we can't really trust leakers because everybody was wrong and who knows when this direct is going to happen. And I said from now on, at least for this situation, I'm only trusting the Redbird. So once the Redbird speaks, that's when I'll listen. And the Redbird has actually been saying that he's heard nothing about any upcoming first party titles and that really nothing was happening in the last couple of weeks. So, you know, obviously that happened. But this morning the Redbird spoke, and it finally spoke of what we can predict. And that is a Nintendo Direct is indeed happening next week. Let's dive into what he said. The first tweet he says is Act 2 Rebirth, and then comments underneath it, next week in all caps. And of course he had to come in and clarify that the Act 2 Rebirth part, this is not a hint, I just think that FamilyThread subtitle is cool. So the subtitle is actually from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the second part 2, Act 2 of Final Fantasy VII's remake that they're making. So he just used a subtitle because he thought it was cool to say that something was happening next week. So the internet is in a frenzy. Everybody's figuring out, like, what is this going to be? Is this a direct? Is this something Switch 2 related? Is this something big with a direct or small? But then of course PRO goes even further. Next, someone comments Rebirth of Nintendo Direct? Question mark? And then PRO says Rebirth of Partner Showcase. Then someone commented, should we be excited for this? And PRO responded, I'm not excited. Though it is looking like we are getting a partner showcase. Indeed, the rumor that has been happening for a very long time now that was supposed to be this week apparently is now happening next week. Now, as far as what games we can expect, the only thing we've seen so far is someone asked, does it have Penny's Big Breakaway release date for it maybe? And PRO says yes. So if you don't know what that game is, it's pretty much a indie developed kind of Sonic inspired game where it's a momentum based platformer, which looks really fun. I can't wait to actually get my hands on that one, as I feel like we're lacking in the 3D platforming environments right now. So yeah, this makes me very happy. A 3D platformer coming, so that's something I can actually kind of look forward to for this partner direct. But I also reached out to PRO to see if there was anything related to Sonic Times Shadow Generations in this direct, and hopefully we'll see that soon. So you can follow me on Twitter or even follow PRO and see if he replies to that. So we'll see here soon. Yeah, it looks like the partner showcase that we've been hearing about was actually true from the leakers that we've been covering. It just looks like something mixed up with the actual dates. Now, what was actually the reason of the mix-up? Well, Jeff Grubb did come out yesterday and say that a big reason could be because of Nintendo having to reshift the show based on Xbox's podcast thing that they announced, which was on the same day. And a lot of people was like, that just sounds like you're, you know, trying to cover up on just being wrong. But Nintendo has done this before. When the Queen had passed, or when anything actually kind of interferes with what they're doing, they want to make sure that they get out of the way. They don't want to be, you know, kind of outdone or outlooked at. They want to be all eyes on them. So honestly, maybe that is what happened, and maybe the leakers actually did get it right, that there was supposed to be a partner showcase, but Nintendo just pushed it back because of Xbox, which is just so silly. But, you know, it is what it is, and then the Xbox showcase barely gave us any new information, so it's really even more silly. But yes, a partner showcase next week. What does this mean exactly? This does happen next week, which I'm pretty confident of it now thanks to PRO. I still want to kind of believe NecroFelipe and of course Nate the Hate on their prior comments, saying that yes, a partner direct was coming. I mean, they did mention that it was going to be a partner direct, you know, weeks ago. And they've also mentioned that it was going to be small because, you know, they were just going to show some first party stuff on Twitter, which they have, and that, you know, we wouldn't be getting the real big bulky information until next month, which would be the Switch 2 reveal, maybe where we see some Switch 2 games. So this is once again adding up. It looked a little sketchy at first, but I think this is the perfect way that we want Nintendo to go about this thing. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be upset by this and be like, what? No general Nintendo Direct? And I've been trying to prepare you guys for this, you know, and I said if there was going to be a Direct at all, it's definitely going to be a partner showcase or maybe a mini at the best. The partner showcase just makes sense. Nintendo has had so many first party game trailers in the last couple of weeks, it really wouldn't even make sense to have a general Direct unless Nintendo was going to reveal like 7 brand new titles, which they're not going to do, especially in the situation that they're in now when a brand new Switch is coming very soon. And honestly, just look at what they've revealed so far. You know, tons of new information on Princess Peach Showtime, a full in-depth overview for Splatoon 3's Side Order DLC, and tons of trailers for Mario vs. Donkey Kong, which now is already out. So a general direct normally can cover a lot of exciting announcements and more updates on tons of games, but this time it would only be giving us, what, updates on Luigi's Mansion 2 once again, and then Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which would probably be the biggest one. what's the point of having a general direct for 2 games? And like I said, Nintendo's not going to reveal tons of new first-party games right now. So a partner showcase just sounds even more likely. But with there being a partner showcase next week, does that now confirm that next month is Switch 2 month? Now, Nintendo knows that they are going to rile up the fan base here. You know, people have been putting under every single one of their tweets, where's the direct? Where's the general direct? Where's the games? Where's the new stuff? And of course, for Nintendo to come out and just have a partner showcase, a lot of people that may not be following these rumors or may not be believing them might be thrown off guard and be like, what? A partner showcase right now when we know really nothing for the future of Nintendo? Yeah, it is going to be shocking, but just relax. Just hang on, because I feel like this is the best scenario. Once again, with Switch 2 possibly being revealed next month, we could have its own special presentation where tons of first-party games get revealed and the whole world's eyes are on this new console and these big titles coming towards the end of the year and next year. Now, I will say something that's really strange is I expected Nintendo to at least have a couple of smaller titles for this year before moving on to the holiday season. Like, I did expect a couple more remakes and remasters like Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I expected maybe a Mario Party or sports game or something to tie us over, or like a Kirby spin-off or something, just more smaller titles, or more Zelda remakes like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, stuff like that, you know, kind of ported over from the Wii U. But it looks like this might be it for the Switch, guys. I mean, seriously, Luigi's Mansion 2 and then Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door might be the final 2 games of the Nintendo Switch as we patiently wait for the big titles on Switch 2. Which, once again, I'm completely fine with. I think we have a vast catalog of games, and I feel like a lot of people still have tons of games to play through, and this could be a perfect kind of year to kind of get caught up on everything right before Switch 2 drops. I think it's perfect. I think Nintendo is doing an absolutely great thing here. It's not like the Wii U where there's absolutely nothing and we're in a desert wasteland waiting for some desperate information. We have stuff coming out. We have Mario vs. Donkey Kong today. We have Peach next month. We have Side Order DLC next week. You know, there's stuff coming. So there's stuff to keep us entertained until Nintendo does drop this information. But I want to go back to the partner showcase real quick before we wrap up. Just because it's a partner showcase doesn't mean it's just going to automatically be horrible. Last time we had a partner showcase, they actually revealed a lot of really interesting games. Like, for me, I got Pac-Man World 1 Repack, which was like a remake of the first game, which is incredible, and I just could not believe I was living in a timeline where I got to see that. It was actually probably one of my greatest Nintendo Direct reveals, even from General Directs, in a very long time, outside of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, of course. But I really loved that announcement, and I think there could be a lot more like it. We could get information on Sonic Time Shadow Generations, and there could be some other games that people are really looking forward to, so it's not all doom and gloom. It is some information to tie us over until March, so just look at it in that vein. But if you're a Switch 2 fan and really excited to see something from that new console, and obviously new software for it as well, including like a big Mario or something along those lines, this is what you want to hear. This is exactly what you want to see, and it really does show that Nintendo has some big things that they want to announce separately, so they want to get these games out the way. I'm very excited. So let me know in the comments down below how excited you are for this partner showcase, or how excited you are for the future after the showcase. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.